Hi friends, we have already learned how to create pivot table using available data. Today we are going to learn another important usage of pivot table, that is we can easily represent pivot table data into a visual form, that is we can create chart using pivot table data. Chart creation is important for converting this chart into a dashboard. So today we are going to learn how to convert pivot table data into a chart. In previous lessons, we have already learned how to insert a pivot table and much about the pivot table design and pivot table analyze. Let us learn some more about pivot table. So click on the pivot table analyze. You can see recommended pivot tables. So click on this command. So a pop-up window appears. Then sum of total sales, you can select. There are many immediately available pivot tables are there. So when you click on this, a preview can be seen here. Sum of total sales by region, sum of total sales by person, then sum of total sales by product according to our field values. So we can have different type of easily available pivot table. Select one, click OK. So when you click on one of the cells, so we can see the fields and other things on the right. So in this way we can easily have a suitable pivot table from the pivot table analyze tab, recommended pivot table. Next, let us see how we can create a chart from this pivot table. Select the pivot table, then go to pivot table analyze. So here pivot table analyze tab, you can see pivot chart. Click on this. Different chart is available. You can just explore this different chart. So for time being, we select the column chart. So here also different format is available. So click on this first one, then we click OK. A chart is easily inserted. So okay, here are some elements. So here first of all, here sum of total is a field button. So you can hide this one, or you can hide all at once. Hide all field button on chart. Suppose after hiding you want to show this, then go to pivot table chart analyze. Here you can see field button. Just click on this, hide all. Here hide all we already selected. You just unselect it. The field button is available here. So for convenience we just hide this. So here there is a plus button. You can click on this. The chart elements are there. Then axis, you can hide axis, x-axis or y-axis, primary horizontal you can hide, or primary vertical you can hide like this. Then similarly axis title, so you can click on this. You can show axis title, that is primary horizontal means this one, then primary vertical this one. You can edit also. You can select this and type what you want. Here total sales we type here, total sales. So axis button we can type region, or you can unhide this, that is axis title. You can select here primary horizontal, you can unhide because region we already, the name indicates the region itself. Similarly data label. So next is data label. When you select this data label, you can show this. So just click on this. This is the data label, that is the maximum amount, or the amount of this region is shown. So here also we have some options. Click here. You can center, inside and inside base, outside field. Here this is the outside field. So data call out. So when you click on data call out, this will be shown like this. So for convenience we select outside and okay. Then you can have more options also. So here about the data label, more options we can available. Text options are there. We are not going to further details. Okay, everything there are more options. So next is when you select here, next one is grid lines. Grid lines you can select similarly primary, major grid line, and etc. Horizontal grid line, you can show that grid line as in Excel. So you can select, you can decide whether grid line is shown or not. Similarly next is legend. This is the legend. When more than one columns are available, we have to have what is each color indicates, that is displayed here, legend, and so on. So similarly when you select here, then click here, you can have different type of chart. Color of chart you can select here, combination of colors. So here you can change the color of the graph. and you can also select from design also. When you select here, different design is you can easily available. When you hover on this, you can see the different chart. So we click on this, so a chart is available. You can resize the chart by clicking here, dragging here, or like this. And similarly, when you select this, we have different options of the chart size. You can adjust the size, or if you drag, the size will be changed here. You can see this size. So when you drag here, both height and width changes, and percentage also changes. So you can bring this into 100. So standard 100, we keep it 100. So when we have more than one chart, and if you want to bring the size of the chart according to the actual size, you can bring all these 100. Log aspect ratio, that is, if we have different values here on different chart, everything this size of the chart will be different. That will explain later when we have more than one chart. So that is, when you log this aspect ratio of the chart is locked. Otherwise, according to the values, the size of the column increases or decreases. That depends on the size of the total size of the chart. Okay, then you can lock this or unlock by ticking or selecting or unselecting. Then text options are also there. You can have text options, then similarly text outline. All this you can explore. It's very easy. The name indicates what it does, so we are not going to explain that. So after formatting this chart, that is, you can format from here also. Design is there. You can format from format tab for this chart. You can select a different format here. We are not going to explain all this because we already covered how to format in Excel. So suppose we have more than one chart and we want to move this chart to somewhere else or in another sheet. So what we can do is, either you can right click on this, a context menu appears, then you can select the move chart, or you can simply click the command in PivotTable Analyze tab, click on this. So you will be asked where to move chart, sheet 1. So we want to move this to different sheet. This is already sheet 1. Suppose we cancel here, so we create another sheet 2, and then we select the chart and PivotTable Analyze, click move chart, and you can select sheet 2 from here, click OK. Chart is moved to new sheet. You can place it here. So in this way, we can move the chart to another sheet. Suppose we are going to make more chart, it will be better to place the chart in one sheet. Suppose we want to create another pivot table, then what we do is insert, then pivot table, you can click here. So once you click here, you will be asked the range and other things. So it is recommended that before creating a pivot table, you select the table. So convert range into table. We already explained this. So we selected this table, then go to insert tab, then click here. So you will be asked where to create the pivot table, new sheet. So we have already created one pivot table and we want to create the new pivot table in the existing sheet. So we click here, then you will be asked to show the location. You click here, then sheet 1, you can select here. Okay, then click OK, again OK. A pivot table template is created, and you can again select the recommended pivot table, then sales by salesperson, then click OK. Another pivot table is created, and we are going to create a new chart. So click analyze, then pivot chart is selected. We are going fast, so the same. So you can select here, click OK. So you can select the design from here. The same design is selected, and you can hide all these things. You can show this title, you can write, and also data label we selected. Then you can move this. You are moving to move chart into sheet 2. Then OK, chart is moved here. You can drag and drop here. So different size. You can resize this. We explain how to resize. That is, you can just go like this, or you can select the chart area. Pivot chart options are there. Format chart area. Here you select here, you can resize this. So 100. Okay, then we can just keep this one, and here also we have to make the same size. So if you want to make all the same size, instead of 100 we have to make this. So suppose it is, so we convert this into 8, both here 8, and here suppose it is 12. It will be like this. Here also you can do like that. Here also it is 8, and you can make this into 12. So both will be alike, and it is better to place here in this way. So it will be needed when we create a dashboard and other things. So we have done this. So suppose we make some changes here. So what changes? We select here, we already explained, show values as column total, and here then you can see when you click here the changes occurred here. And similarly, suppose we want the chart in the, you can sort this, sort, then smallest to largest, again you go here. So here the graph is like this. Similarly, we can make changes here also. So how? We can go to the pivot table, select here values, column total, then again you sort this, sort one, then you go here. So no changes you can see, but when you click on this chart, changes occurs. So in this way we can have different type of charts according to our needs. So formatting we already discussed, and so this is the basic idea of keeping the chart in one sheet. And next time we will explain how to add slices and timeline and other things, so that we can have easily create a dashboard. So for creating the dashboard, this type of knowledge is necessary. You have to practice this, and next time we will see again. Today now we are going to wind up the lesson. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye.